Hello, this is Simi and welcome to my channel. Today, the video is very special because it's a heart-to-heart conversation video. I just finished walking on this very beautiful trail, and while I was soaking sun and contemplating, I thought of just sharing with you the lessons that I learned while living in the United States for over 10 years now. And there's so much that I want to share because I have received tons of questions around my coming here and living in this country and why I chose this specific path, leaving behind my lucrative career in the IT field. So today I'm going to take the time to break down all these lessons and share with you my learnings that might help you in your life, whether you are contemplating moving to a new country or starting out a new career or trying to do something new in your life, and can learn from the lessons that I learned to help you overcome some of these challenges that you might face or are currently struggling with. So this is going to be an amazing video full of lots of information about myself and about my learning and my journey here in the US. So stick around and watch the video till the end, and you might also enjoy the scenic view of this trail while we are talking on these learning lessons of being in the United States for over 10 years. The first lesson that I learned was being independent means being more responsible. When I was a young adult, I wanted to be independent. Most of us who grew up in India, they feel a lot of control from their parents, and at times they want to break down the shackles and be on their own. So when I came to this country, I was alone, and it felt nice because I was independent and I had the flexibility and choices to do whatever I wanted to do. But at the same time, it made me more responsible for myself. It made me become more conscious of my well-being, and that was such a significant shift because I knew that I can just simply maybe make phone calls to my family or reach out to my friends if I'm going through a hard time, but they cannot come here, or I cannot reach out to them physically and seek their support in person. And that pressure built a sense of responsibility of making the decisions and choices that are supporting my well-being, that are helping me grow, that are helping me to be healthy and taking care of my stuff, my work, my business, whatever it is that is important for me to continue to grow and build my life here. The second lesson that I learned is again very profound. It is about change, and change is hard. When we jump from a familiar environment to an environment where we are just an explorer, we are not aware of the ifs and buts or the extremities of the situation that we can encounter, we tend to become more cautious, and our brain starts to create a lot of resistance and it becomes defensive, and we sort of feel this unease and restlessness and emotional upheaval because of the change. And change itself can be the reason of why people experience a lot of stress and anxiety when they go to a different country. It is because there is so much of comfort being in the familiar situations. So being in your own country, you know everything, you know the place very well, you know people, you know the customs, traditions, culture, and that's why you feel at home. That's why you feel so much more comfort and confidence. So most of the people, when they come to different country, they find it difficult to adjust because of the change in the environment. This is probably one of the biggest obstacles that people have to overcome before they feel that they are comfortable and adjusted with the environment. The third lesson that I learned is that you have to continue to focus on excitement and learning. You always keep on fighting between the excitement and the need of familiarity. New culture, new place will give you excitement to explore new adventures and meet new people and try different cuisines and have this new learning experience that you're getting from the environment all the time. And then there is this need of comfort, need of wanting to be around your family. And this is a continuous struggle that your subconscious mind is always dealing with. And for me also, this was really hard in the beginning because I was missing home, I was missing my friends, I was missing the environment, and at the same time I was happy being introduced to the new world of possibilities and opportunities, and just the self-reflection that I was able to create for myself being alone. This is a personal lesson that I learned to continue to focus on the growth, continue to focus on the learning, continue to focus on excitement rather than giving into the fear and giving in to the need of familiarity. Of course, it is hard and we all understand that. But if you want to take care of yourself, but if you want to have a great mental and physical health and you want to grow in your life because you made a choice to stay in this new country, then you have to continue to choose the excitement, continue to build the new way of learning and engaging with your life here. The next lesson that I learned while being in the United States for over 10 years is to value the community. Community is your savior. Community helps you ground, and you can find your community in your local city, local place that you're living in, and I would highly recommend you to engage with it. When I engage with the community around me, it gave me a sense of purpose, it gave me stability, and knowing that there are people like you trying to make their life here and they understand where you're coming from, they understand your culture, they understand your fears, and they're to support and help you with whatever you need. I think this is probably one of the reasons why outside India the communities are so tight. So my religion is Sikhism, so I go to the Gurdwara community and I happen to connect with so many people over there who are obviously from the similar religion and also have the similar type of experience and growth path because they also left their countries and came to a new country to make their living and their careers. Meeting and engaging with your community can be one of the best things that you can do to maintain your mental health and improve your quality of life in a new country. The next lesson that I learned if you want to survive and excel in a new country is to drop your entitlements. Drop your entitlements and past experiences and accolades that you've had in your country to learn and to grow in a new country. When I came to this country, I was already an MBA. I had a great experience in my previous jobs and I had traveled the world. That truly helped me get the job from the start out in this country, but I wasn't getting the similar paycheck or equal respect and responsibility as what I received in my previous job while I was in India. This really humbled me down and brought clarity to my mind that if I have to succeed here, I need to be able to show that I'm capable of doing that, which means that I might have to enhance my skill set. I might have to start from scratch in the field of my choice and then slowly grow in it. And it's hard because coming from your own country, you're used to a certain type of standards of success, and coming to the new country will absolutely evaporate that in seconds. For me, that was a great learning lesson to humble down and start from scratch, learn new standards of success to excel and grow in my life. And the next lesson that I learned was to work with the cons, work with the things that you don't feel aligned with, and still be open-minded to go through them and find opportunity in some of the stuff that you're not super comfortable in the beginning. Every country has their pros and cons. And in the Western world, one of the biggest cons is that people are individualistic in nature. You find a lack of connection among people. You are not able to make friends very quickly. You're not able to adjust. You're not able to find the comfort because everybody's busy doing their own stuff. And this tends to sometimes create this feeling of despair and distress, leading to depression in some of the folks who come to the Western country. Finding the opportunity to navigate these cons is to find your own strength, is to find your own connection with yourself, your own relationship with yourself, so that you can know what else you can do to find more comfort and grounding and stability in your life. For me, this was a great breakthrough when I realized that I am alone and I want to have the company that pushed me to step out of the comfort zone and get 2 pets as my company. I have a cat and dog who accompany me really well, and they had been my partners for a really long time. But they also taught me so much about unconditional love. And this is one opportunity of staying with the animals and learning so much more about them that came through while knowing that it's very difficult to connect with people all the time, or not having the comfort of knocking at people's door anytime, whenever you want to. Similarly, when we build the mindset of navigating these cons with the positive attitude, with the strong mindset, with an eye of seeking opportunity from these cons, then automatically we see that we have strengthened ourselves and there is nothing that we can do which pertains to more success and happiness in our life. Which leads me to the next lesson, which is about finding your groove, finding the things that you really love to do. Self-reflection was the biggest gift that I got by staying away from my family for a long period of time. And I feel that when you are absolutely alone, you tend to know about yourself a little bit more, and you start to create the vision of your life and the things that you want to fill your life with. Finding your groove, obviously it's a possibility for all of us no matter where we live, but especially when you have come to a new country and you're facing all challenges of being alone and depressed and not finding real connections, finding the things that you want to do or you wanted to experiment but you never got a chance to do that before is a perfect thing to build friendship with like-minded people, to experience all those things that you wanted to. There can be many ways that you can find connection with the things that you do, starting from spirituality, sports, nature, or any activities that can help you connect with yourself and help you create amazing, miraculous life experiences, and also build a community of like-minded people who also enjoy doing the similar things that you want to do. Well, last lesson for this video, because the lesson list is quite long, but obviously I can't just put everything today in this video. But the last lesson is again very special, and this lesson is about giving back. When you give back to the place where you live, where you reside, you automatically build a connection with it. And giving back could be very simple. It could be just simply volunteering for the cause that you believe in. Volunteering at pet shelters or old home care centers or wherever you feel a connection with, because when you give back, you automatically feel a sense of responsibility, a sense of connection, a sense of relatability, and you start to break the boundaries of your thinking, which is always about me. And you start to focus on what you can deliver, what you can give, and you start to feel concerned about other people's needs. And this gives you a lot of perspective that your life is already so beautiful. And then you are in a position to actually help somebody and give the gift of life, give the gift of time, give the gift of energy to someone who needs it. And when you do that, you feel a lot more expansive. You feel more energetic, you feel enthusiastic, and then the boundaries of the countries break down and you consider yourself as to be the child of this Mother Earth, and each and every country is just merely a different place that you live in and experience a different dimension of life, a different experience of life. But end of the day, all humans are same, and they all want to have happiness and joy and peace and love in their lives. And you could be the catalyst of that by giving yourself to service around your energy, time, skill, whatever it is that you can share with other people. And to me, that was a game changer when I started feeling that I am in this new country and I made this choice to be here, but at the same time, it is my duty to be helpful to the people who are struggling. Building this perspective gave me a lot of relatability, a lot of connection and joy living here in the United States, away from my motherland, India. And it's just amazing to see this experience come in over and over again in the last couple of years. You actually start offering your value and service no matter where you live, because the more you give, the more you receive back. To create more happiness and joy in your life, giving is probably the best thing that you can do. I hope you enjoyed this personal video. Let me know in the comment section what are the takeaways for you in this video, and I'd love to reply back to your comments. Looking forward to hearing your stories and your journey and experiences. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you the next time.